Nick Searcy. The roles I play in movies and on television are fictional. Drama, mystery, action, suspense. But no script I've ever read comes close to the brutal reality of what's going on at our border with Mexico right now. The border is nearly 2,000 miles long and is the most frequently crossed international border in the world, with about 350 million legal crossings being made annually. Those aren't the ones that concern us. According to U.S. Border Patrol, last year more than 414,000 people, many from countries other than Mexico, were apprehended trying to illegally enter our country. In reality, that represents only a fraction of the number who actually made it through. The real number is unknown. Plus, in one 6-year period, more than 17 million pounds of marijuana was seized. And since 1998, over 6,000 bodies of those who didn't make it across have been discovered. The images you've seen on the news are meant to divert attention away from the realities of our unsecured and unprotected border. We wanted to cut through the fog hanging over this problem. So we went to the border, and we saw for ourselves. This isn't just about children. Far from it. There is a border crisis, and you need to know the truth about it. Our camera crew traveled with law enforcement officers, sheriffs, and border patrol agents from Texas to Arizona. The guys in the trenches, the guys on the front line, the guys who deal with the problems every day and know how to solve them.
Who's going to solve the crime along the border? Who's going to solve the rapes along the border? Who's going to go out there and pick up bodies from their lake when someone drowns trying to cross a river? U.S. government's not going to do it. U.S. government's already said that's a local responsibility.
At the end of the day, the sheriff's office gets the first phone call. We're responding, no matter what. They don't call the FBI, they don't call the National Park Service, they call the sheriff's office.
I am proud to be a law enforcement officer and have served my country and my county for 30 years. I have worked among great men and women who have done the same thing and had a real servant's heart to protect people in this country.
We feel like we're doing our part on our southern border. We have limited resources, limited personnel. We're not going to put up any excuses. We're going to get out here and we're going to do what it is that we do.
One driver, one possible passenger seat, so we pulled him over. He popped up the back seat, looked like he wanted to run.
Where's he claim he's from? We take our laws and the rights of our citizens very, very serious.
A lot of good dedicated efforts at a local level, and even the federal agents, Border Patrol and Customs, we have a good relationship with them. The issues doesn't lie here, it lies with the policymakers in Washington, D.C.
You know, I've been watching a little bit on C-SPAN, and a lot of them folks up there don't have a clue. And I just want to invite them to come to the border, travel all the border, and get a true picture.
Taken back to Mexico, home invasions, the burglaries, the extortions, and our government was not listening to us. We kept telling them, we need some help, we need some help. Always, we'll see what we can do for you, we'll see what we can do for you.
The size of our county, which is the 8th largest county in the state of Texas, is 2,300 square miles. And I have myself and 6 deputies. So our ranch lands, our outer areas away from town are wide open. No one's out there to see these people.
Deputies has a vehicle stopped that has what we call one-on-one, a U.S. citizen driver and an illegal alien in the vehicle that he's probably smuggling to the United States.
All these county sheriff's departments are underfunded, they're undergunned. They are expected to help control
illegal aliens cross the border. That is not supposed to be their job. They're supposed to be taking care of civil disputes, etc., etc. Instead, they are having to do the federal government's job that Washington, D.C. refuses to deal with.
Washington has created a wide-open border by refusing to enforce existing laws and by creating magnets that draw more illegal immigrants. Sheriffs and Border Patrol agents often have vast territories to cover. No one has anywhere near enough manpower to patrol it. And the fence, the physical barrier into our country, in most places, it is little more than a joke.
Some fences that are put up couldn't even keep a cow out. Other parts of the fence where it looks nice to the public, there's no one there watching it.
We have a fence here that was put in, I want to say 7-8 years ago, and it runs length about 2.8 miles or something like that. So people just walk around. It turns into a barbed wire field fence, 5 foot tall.
Border Patrol agents are stationed few and far between, often concentrated in bigger cities, hampered by a lack of resources and demoralized by directives from the administration that force them to break our laws, violate their oaths, and even prevent them from defending themselves when attacked. Instead of using resources to secure our border, Washington prefers to spend taxpayer money on a wide range of wasteful projects. Instead of upholding the Constitution and keeping America safe, programs such as the Popular Romance Project, hurricane emergency funds being spent on TV ads, grants to develop games based on the zombie apocalypse, and more, are routinely